Howdy everybody, David here, and this is another Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition character creation continuation, and this particular tutorial is going to involve our Hill Dwarf level 5 Life Cleric Dritston. Now Dritston in the last video was leveled from 2 to 5, and this video will take Dritston from level 6 to level 10, and we'll cover everything in between from ability score improvements to proficiency level increases. We'll deal with raising hit points, all of the class features, and we'll also talk about spells and anything else that we have to do to level the character. So we're going to go ahead and get started with Dritston here. We're going to take him to level 6, and the level 6 EXP or experience points requirement is 14,000. So you can see the amount of experience is starting to raise pretty drastically. So Dritston gets a total of 10 hit points a level, and how we determine that is the cleric gets to roll a 1d8 or choose a flat 5. Sometimes your dungeon master won't let you choose the flat 5. They want you to roll, but in my games I allow the players to either do the 1d8 or choose a 5, and I'm scared to roll. I'm a wuss when it comes to that, so I'm taking the flat 5 plus our 4 Constitution modifier, plus we have 1 because of our Hill Dwarf Dwarven Toughness racial feature. So that gives us a total of 10 per level. So that's actually a really nice increase, especially for a non-fighter or barbarian or ranger class. It's really nice. So also, you get out of hit dice heals. We get 1 per level, so now we have 6. And in case you don't know what hopefully by level 6 you'll know what an out of hit die heal is where you expend after you have a short rest. If you're hurt in battle, then you can use, instead of burning your spell slots or someone else's spell slots, you can expend your hit dice heals and heal yourself back up. It's a nice little feature. They took that from 4th edition, where 4th edition it was actually called a healing surge, but in D&D 5e it is now called a hit dice heal. So we've got our hit points taken care of. Let's go ahead and start looking at all of the things that involve with raising a character at level 6 for the cleric. So our proficiency bonus is going to stay at 3, so we're not going to have to worry about anything like that. We're saving ourselves a bunch of work there. Now at level 6 we're going to get several things. We're going to get several upgrades. The first thing, we are now going to be able to use our Channel Divinity feature 2 times a day. So over here in our class features, and I know it's typed out pretty small, but that's just the way that the character sheet was coded or created, and there's really nothing that I can do about that. But whenever you print it out, I'm sure it does print a little bit larger. So there you go, Channel Divinity. We now get 2 uses a day before you need a short or long rest to get those back. Now the second thing that we are going to get at level 6 is our Divine Domain feature, which for the Life Cleric we will get Blessed Healer. Now Blessed Healer is where the healing spells you cast on others heal you as well. So whenever you cast a spell of 1st level or higher that restores hit points to a creature other than yourself, you will also regain hit points equal to 2 plus the spell's level. So it's pretty nice. You'll get back a little bit of healing as well. Okay, let's go ahead and look at our Blessed Healer. We're going to put that on our sheet over here. Blessed Healer, whenever you cast a healing spell 1st level or higher, heals another creature, you gain hit points 2 plus the spell's level. Nice little free heal. Alright, so those are all the class features that we're going to get for level 6. Pretty nice. So let's take a look at our spells now. For level 6, we are not going to gain any cantrips. We won't for a couple levels still. Not going to gain any more 1st level spell slots. No more 2nd level spell slots. And we'll gain 1 more 3rd level spell slot, taking us to a total of 3 that we can cast a day. Now, don't forget, seeing that we've raised another level, we're going to be able to take another spell for our daily pool. So we need to choose another 3rd level spell. So let's take a look at our 3rd level spells. I think remove curse would probably be a good thing to take. Remove curse. We'll take that. Gives us some utility. So there you go. That should be everything for level 6. Looks like it anyways. I like to double check. We don't have to worry about our spell save DC or anything. Don't have to worry about anything else, it looks like. Alright, let's go ahead and save. We're done with level 6. Let's go ahead and march on to level 7, shall we? This should be a fairly easy level for us. Now, for level 7, you're going to need a total of 23,000 experience now. 23,000. Congratulations, Dritston. You were level 7. Let's go ahead and add 10 more hit points, taking us to a total of 73. Wow, that is a lot. 10 hit points a level. I really like that. We have 7 out of hit die heal nows. Well, out of combat. For level 7, we do not worry about our proficiency again. We're good till level 9 on that. Next, we do not get any class features. No baseline cleric class features. No life cleric class features. Let's take a look at our spells. We will gain some spells. Don't have to worry about our spell save DC or attack. No more cantrips at level 7. No more first, second, or third level spell slots. They're still the same. However, we do get to cast, we have the option to cast level 4 spells now. And that will be a good thing. So that's 1. And remember, with our class feature, our Divine Domain, we get some free spells. Don't forget. Now, for the life domain, for level 7, we're going to gain 2. Death Ward and Guardian of Faith. Death Ward, and we're going to put capital letters domain beside it. And then we're going to get Guardian of Faith domain also. Now, we're automatically going to get 1 because we went up a level, so our spell pool has expanded by 1 more. So let's take a look at the 4th level spells. And these, all of the cleric spells are in the Chapter 11 spells section. I would have liked to seen them actually put all of the spells for the class with the class also. That would have been really nice. Alright, so for 4th level spells, we've already got Guardian of Faith and Death Ward. So let's go with Divination. Divination is a pretty nice spell. Alright, Divination. So as you can see, we gained 3 more spells this time, for this level anyways. And I think that is going to be it for level 7 Cleric. Looks like it. So as you systematically work from top to bottom on your character sheet, it's really hard to miss anything. Especially when you have a cleric. A cleric is one of the more easy classes to level up. But whenever you get into the bard, you know, when you start adding a lot more proficiencies and skill, you know, skill proficiencies and jack of all trades, it can get a little confusing. So now Dritston's going to level 8 at 34,000 experience, and we're going to add our 10 more hit points. So we're going to 83. 8 combat out of combat hit dice heals. Level 8, we get quite a few things. We do not get a proficiency bonus, so we don't have to worry about that, thankfully, this level. However, we will get Destroy Undead will now be a challenge rating of 1. So remember, Destroy Undead here, we are going to get rid of this 1/2, and we're going to go with 1 now. Alright, so there we go. 1 DC or lower. So anything under anything DC 1 or lower fails its wisdom saving throw, radiant damage vanquishes it into nothing. Alright, so now at level 8 we're also going to get a Divine Domain feature for the life domain, and this is Divine Strike. Divine Strike actually adds a lot. It adds a whole new facet to your divine, to your light cleric. Because usually you're getting nothing but, utility, healing, but this is really nice, and this is given to every single, cleric archetype, Divine Strike. Now what Divine Strike does is this, and let me get this over here. Now once per turn, you're going to be able to add an additional 1d8 radiant damage to your weapon attack. Doesn't take a spell slot, doesn't require any kind of rest. This is a passive, feature, and it's really nice because it adds 1d8 extra radiant damage. So let's go ahead and let's add this here. Let's just call it D Strike. Can't type Divine Strike out there. Unfortunately, I wish we could. So there's no to hit, there's no attack bonus, so we'll do add 1d8. Alright, so whenever we're attacking with our Warhammer, we now not only do 1d8 plus 3, we're going to do an additional 1d8. So that'll be a 2d8 plus 3. That's just as a normal, swing. You only get one attack around anyway, so when you hit, you're hitting for 2d8 plus 3. Now if you crit, you double it. So you're not going to do 2d8 plus 3, you're going to do 4d8 plus 3, which is really nice because you double your weapon die. Alright, there we go. Divine Strike. That actually adds a lot to the Life Cleric. I really like that. Okay, so at level 8, we are also going to get our second ability score improvement. So we're going to put this down also. Level 8. ASI, call them ability score improvements instead of typing it out. Now, it's important that I get Wisdom up to level 20 ASAP. So we are going to go with +2 to Wisdom. So we're going to take Wisdom to 18. That's going to take our ability modifier from 3 to 4. And now we know that that's going to affect certain things. It's going to affect our Wisdom saving throw, so that's going to take us up by 1 more. And anything that is tagged Wisdom skill check, it will also affect. So Animal Handling is going to go to 4, Insight will go to +7, Medicine will go to +7, Perception will go to +4, Survival will go to +4. So we're set there. Perception will go to +4, taking our passive perception to 14. And what passive perception works like this in D&D 5e, basically the same way as it did in D&D 4e. Your Dungeon Master uses your passive perception to gauge how good you notice things that he or she wants to give to you. So basically, if you're walking down the corridor, and I use this example all the time, walking down the corridor, there's a poison trap, poison spike pit trap in front of you. Your DM is going to roll a stealth check on that pit to see if you see it or not. If you fail, if the Dungeon Master rolls a stealth check higher than your passive perception, you fall in. That's just the way it works. Now, if your Dungeon Master rolls a stealth check on the 2 eyeballs following you in the portrait as you're walking down the same corridor, then if he rolls lower than that, then he can, tell you out in front of everybody, or he can pass you a little note. Or if you're playing on a virtual roll top, like virtual tabletop like Roll20, then he or she can, basically send you a private message. Or have TeamSpeak set up to where you can individually talk to people. So that's pretty cool. So that's pretty much it for Wisdom ability score improvement. It's not going to affect anything else. It's not going to affect our hit points. It's not going to affect our to hit. However, it will affect our spell save DC and our spell attack, because that is our primary stat for casting. As you can see, it's Wisdom. Sorry, my mouth is getting dry. Okay, so the next thing we need to do is check our spells, because we've got all of all of our features. No. Level 8, we're not going to get any more. We won't get any more cantrips. We don't get any more spell slots. We will gain a level 4 spell slot, taking us to 2. And then by default, we'll also get another spell. So let's take a look at our level 4 spells real quick. Level 4 spells. Yeah, we could take a... Yeah, let's take Banishment. Banishment would be a good one. And, you know, just because I'm taking these spells, you don't have to take them. You can take whatever spells you want. And, you know, and plus the freedom of, you know, having your daily pool of spells that you pray to your deity. You know, you can change these out at any time whenever you get a long rest. Alright. Everything is done for level 8. We're going to level 9. Level 9 EXP or XP is 48,000. Going to raise up 10 more hit points. Almost to the century mark, everybody. 9 out of combat heals. We will get a proficiency, our second proficiency upgrade. And like I said before, it affects everything that you're proficient in. Saving throws, skill checks, and we're just raising these by 1. Affects your proficiencies with weapons. Don't forget, you do not add that into your damage. Let's also give a... Let's make sure our Warhammer's +1 also. Can we make that a... that sucks. We'll make the Warhammer down here +1. The only reason why I do that... The reason why I want to do that is because some monsters require you to have a magical weapon to do any kind of damage. So we'll do that to the Warhammer, and we'll add a +1, because it does add +1 to hit and +1 to damage, so that should honestly take us to an 8. 4 + 3 + 1 is 8. And then you will also add 1 more in for your strength damage modifier. Okay. Also, we're going to, seeing that proficiency 1 up, we're going to add our spell save DC 1 and 1 here. We get no features, we get no cantrips, we get no more. We do get a couple spell slots. We're going to get a 3rd level 4th. Yeah, we're going to get our 3rd, 4th level spell slot. And then we're going to get our first 5th level. So, don't forget, life domain, we get mass cure wounds and raise dead. Remember, level 9, so match it up to your level 9 spells. So we get mass cure wounds as a domain, free. And raise dead. Very nice. Also, by default, we get 1 more spell for our spell pool. Level 5 cleric spells. Let's check out let's take Flame Strike. Kind of going away from our healing, but taking Flame Strike, but need a little bit of power. All right, so it looks like we're good for level 9. Let's go ahead and take our last level here. Go to, I think, let me just double check. Saving through skill checks, hit points. We added a magic item. Just a +1, nothing major. You can add whatever you want. I'm just doing it just in case you fight a magical creature. You at least will have one magical weapon. I may add a +1 armor later too. So that was all changed. Very nice. Level 10. 64k experience. We've now hit the century mark. Level 10, 103 hit points. Wow, how nice. Take a couple hits from Tiamat. Alright, our proficiency is still going to stay the same at 4. We're going to gain a new baseline class feature called Divine Intervention. And let's get that over here. Alright, so this is where you call upon your deity if you feel that you're in dire straits, you're on the brink of death, or maybe if you need information for roleplay, you can, use Divine Intervention and call upon your deity. Now, to call upon your deity and to determine if you're successful or not, you're going to want to take your cleric level and roll a percentile die. Percentile die is 1d100. Now, if you roll your cleric level or lower, then your dungeon master can intervene with your deity. If it's over, nothing happens. Now, you can try again. I believe you can try again after a rest. But if you're successful, then you cannot do this again for 7 more days. That's how Divine Intervention works. Divine Intervention also upgrades. So whenever you hit level 20, you don't even have to do a roll anymore. When you're level 20, you are one with your deity, and your deity will contact you back. Very nice. Level 10, let's go ahead and check. We get some more spells. Very cool. We are going to get a new cantrip at level 10. So let's see what we can take at level 10. Let's take a fun cantrip, shall we? Let's take resistance. Actually, I think resistance would be good. That will add a little bit more utility. So we'll take resistance. Alright. Now, I don't think we're going to get any more spell slots. Except for a level 5. Well, level 5 we'll get another one. So that'll take us to 2. One more strike. One more spell, level 5. Hello. Wow, my mouth is getting dry doing these tutorials. Alright, so looks like we're done level 10. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Sorry about my voice is cracking up here, but feel free to leave a comment down below. Also, subscribe to the YouTube channel if you see what you like, including my hacking of my guts up. If you guys want to try any kind of characters, I have 840 on my website, tabletopping.net. The link will be down below. Take them to your PC, download them, take them to a game. You can print them off, put them in your iPad, your tablet. Website is tablet friendly. So thank you guys again, and I'll see you next time. Hopefully I won't be coughing though. See you, everybody.